on behalf of all of us, we definitely want to give mad love to all of our fans, all of our followers, all of our subscribers that have stuck with us since we started.
Yep.
We're coming up on a year in February 16th. We're going
to have a big special back where we started at SA Studios.
At SA Studios.
So come check it out. We're going to bring as many guests as we can back. Yes. And it's just going to be a big old deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please share.
Yeah. So, Aaron, please tell us.
I know some people are probably wondering. Yeah, like who's sad over there? He hasn't said anything.
Come on, bro.
So who are you, man?
So Aaron is here because Aaron plays Pete Sapien in the Awaken
series.
Yes.
Yeah. He's all that's
kind of put you on the spot there.
You said it all.
So please tell us how you felt.
So like how that all happened is, Joe and I work together. I bar back and he's the kitchen part. So
Hanzo's shout out.
Hold on.
Love you guys, all you guys.
Are you coming in?
Check.
You're not coming in.
No way.
Yeah.
Is your mic thing turned off? Push up.
Man, we're back. It's alright, he was quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
So shout out to Hanzo's, as we were just saying. I want to reiterate
maybe the camera audio to pick that.
Yours was on, so
the camera picked
okay, everybody got me.
Right. So like I was saying, Joe and I, we work together, and one day while I'm polishing glass, he starts to tell me about the mini film with Miranda and her boyfriend Ethan.
Oh, Devil's Den.
Devil's
the original.
Den.
So I watch it, check it out, tell him the next day how it is, what I thought about the parts were cool, the music, this and that, whatnot. And then so he keeps going on and telling me about his other projects, and then eventually he starts telling me about this current project. And the way he's talking about it, anybody who just listens to it would get excited about it,
Yeah.
Whether you're going to be a part of it or you can't wait to see what it looks like once it's all finished being shot. It's pretty cool. And so I liked all the ideas that he had, and one day out of nowhere he was just like, hey, would you be interested in playing one of the characters? And he said, well, okay. And that's when he goes on to tell me who Pete Sapien is and the role he's going to play. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the things about the character are things that are already my life.
That's awesome.
Just like the transition of, it's like I'm at this age, I still really don't have much to say for myself other than the cool experiences I've had, the different places where I've traveled. But as far as owning a home, having a family with kids and all that, no. I'm still just as much a 34-year-old as I was when I was 24. Life is different. I think differently and I do different things now.
Right.
For sure.
But recognizing that already in my life before he had brought that up, it was like, you know what? A lot of what I'm going to be doing with him is almost like a release. It's the way the character is going to evolve as the show or the series progresses. It's kind of the same progress or the evolution that I'm seeking in myself. Maybe not in real life terms fighting, androids and all that, because that, I don't have time for that. But what I mean is, it's just in general, feeling proud of waking up and going to bed and knowing that whatever I did that day, I put in my work, I earned being tired, and you know what? Okay, let's do it again tomorrow. Whereas opposed to being tired of being tired, knowing I have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a different thought. So, again, coming out and working with you guys, it's been fun so far. Even though I get to see the stuff unedited when we look at it, okay, let's do it again or whatnot, let's try this instead. That alone, just getting those small glimpses of it is exciting to me. So it's all right, cool, man. I really want to see this first episode. I want to see the second episode. Oh, well, dude, let's see the third episode.
We got the second episode put together already.
We're gonna show you guys.
We're just missing a few.
You'll see soon enough.
Yeah, we're just missing a few minutes of a few things that we're gonna do with you and stuff, but
dude,
it's pretty much put together, man.
That's exciting.
Yes.
It was crazy because it was just one day I was telling them because I was itching. I was like, I want to see what the second one looks like, and I was like, and I just give them a call. So we put it together, most of it in one day.
Yes.
Cool.
And, naturally, everything looks legit.
excited.
It's like the first one gets you going, and because it's just like, whoa, what is going on here? And we're fucking with your minds in different ways, because everybody that saw Devil's Den will see pieces of that in episode 1, and then you're gonna be like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Right.
All the connections.
Together.
Yeah, and then episode 2, it just gets even more intense. It's just like, wow, what the fuck? And we keep it short and sweet, because you know what? Attention spans are at an all-time low. And guess what? Series that are out there now, popular ones, of course, and whatnot, and they have huge budgets and this, that, and the other, but they still have to put a lot of effort in. I feel like less is more. Mm-hmm. You know?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the
It really
greatest
is.
like horror flicks back in the day, if there was like a creature, a monster, something involved, they don't show you that motherfucker till like towards the
Like
end.
Alien.
Yeah.
Yes.
They barely showed the alien.
Yes, they build it up though, and like first person POV, and just like you know, like that's classic, because it's just like that's the way you would want to go about something.
Suspense.
Yes, build it up, suspense, and the concept is so huge. It's like as many films as they've done for James Bond, and now are doing for Star Wars. It's just such, you can expand upon each character
Right.
and go far back. We play around with time travel, so we go to the future, we go to the past,
And dimensions and so on. So,
yes.
I mean,
Transcendence. Pete Sapien starts the Sapiens, which is their own underground militia, anti-establishment. Not so much anti-establishment, but his character's more of a punk rocker. So,
wait till he crosses parallel universes and meets himself in the next parallel universe.
this digital takeover has cost us lives. The Delta's forced it upon us as a new form of population control. Guess they're looking out for their own slithery skin as they continue to control us. At what point will they realize we need them just as much as they need us? Through these changing times, we've lost how to become human, how to communicate as such. Now we're left to act like androids, emotions transformed into emojis, understanding pain, building a tolerance for it. It's just numb, causing us to act out. We don't know how to accept pain or rejection, since we're so fucked in an instant gratification lifestyle. Then, when it seemed all hope was lost, the Messiah returned, teaching humanity how to become superhumans. The Deltas rejected all his beliefs, calling him a cult leader, swaying the masses. So what they do? Captured him, destroyed his underground temple, put him in a lab, dissected him, and have been trying to recreate another version of him. Did the supposed believers try to stop them? Hell no. They were right there stabbing him with more ignorance, watching as his body finally gave out. And once it did, the sun grew to such heat you couldn't be outside for more than 30 minutes before your brains fried. It forced us all into existing only at night. Maybe it was his last punishment towards mankind, since we rejected him again. I have one of the 7 manuscripts he wrote, given to me from Rain, one of his last disciples. He's taught me a lot about living among the land and how to survive.
Who's there? Who's there? Fair fucking warning, I will shoot you. Who the fuck are you, and what do you want?
Don't worry, kid. I'm not here for you.
Yeah, well, who you looking for?
I'm looking for a woman.
What's she look like?
Well, she's about 5'4", dark complected, got a mohawk, with blue lips.
Sounds like the woman that was just in my dream. Well, let me tell you something. If I see her, I'm not telling you, or anyone else for that matter. You ain't fuck off. I'm trying to get some sleep. God damn, that's creepy.
Yeah.
So like I was saying, as he was telling me about it, man, all I did was keep getting more and more excited. So you know, and the thing is you guys know the depths of the script and the depths of the idea. We're just getting to, as each week goes by, find out a little bit more, and it's like, all right,
Yeah. That's exactly. Like
cool,
we're
let's
just in
do
it.
Yeah, like, let's do it.
And you know what's crazy? When people ask me about it, or like I try to tell them, like, yeah, we're doing this thing. It's like, what's it about? It's like, well,
Yeah.
it's gonna take me a while.
I just
So,
tell them it's a
yeah.
sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
I run naked sometimes. They're all, oh, really? Yeah, okay, all right, I got your attention. Wait till I can send you the link.
So I heard you used to play hockey.
I did, yeah.
Used to?
Well, I mean, I don't get much time to nowadays with my work schedule, but if I had my choice, I'd still go out there. I have all my equipment still.
Nice.
I mean, I need to get another stick because you should always carry 2 or 3. When you break one, well, you have 1 or 2 more. But carrying one stick it's not a rookie mistake or something, but you just never know when you're gonna snap your stick. So.
For sure.
It's like having a flat on a bike.
Right.
And not having your tire with you.
But I mean, I grew up playing all kinds of sports, and hockey was the one though that happened to like really stick with me or be where I found most of my fun. Not that I didn't like playing baseball, not that I didn't like football, not that I didn't like soccer, just playing hockey though. It's a different game, man. Yeah. Yeah,
You know-
even when you're getting your ass kicked, it's still kind of fun because you just
The
like
thrill, right?
yeah, yeah.
You know, we did like a very basic version in elementary, where it's like, you know, you have like a little ball, you got the little plastic hockey sticks. You didn't have any
We ended up hitting
rollerblades.
each other instead of the ball.
Yeah, but I mean, I've never been like on ice.
So I grew up playing roller hockey, where we started out playing with the ball, and as time progressed, and we started playing with the puck. It was a hard plastic puck. It wasn't the one like that you buy with the balls that would roll in it. It had these pins, about maybe 8 pins around this circumference, and I mean it had a good size weight. So it wasn't heavier than the rubber puck on ice, but it wasn't much lighter. It was around the same level of heaviness. But that motherfucker though, when it would hit you, it hurt. Like there was no getting away from that pain. I mean, taking a slap shot on the boot, anywhere on your skate, you're just like, oh my god, I swear, I hope they didn't break a bone. Like take it on your laces, take it on your toe, it's gonna hurt.
That's the rubber you don't want hitting you.
It just like for real.
A
And I
slap
mean,
shot, oof.
you know,
That's power.
well, I mean, depending on how close you are and I
Yeah.
mean how old you're playing. I mean, yeah, little kids are still gonna peg you. But it's not gonna hurt the way it is when some dude's lighting you up, with a 70-mile-per-hour slap shot. And so, speaking of that, when I was playing ice, I did take a slap shot right directly on my shin guard.
Oh no.
And I felt it through the shin guard, and I looked and I checked. He cracked it, and I was like, man, now I gotta pay another $75-$80 for a good, because I mean, if you buy some
need a
cheap,
pair.
if you buy some cheap shin guards, that shit's just gonna happen all the time. So it's
Well,
like
it's better than a broken shin.
I went into the locker room, taped it all together and shit. Because I was like, I don't have time to go and, buy another one right now. Whatever. But yeah, I just remember thinking, like, dude, I felt every ounce of that slap shot in that fucking leg guard right there. And I mean, I've taken them in the ribs, where the shoulder pads don't cover. And all I think to myself is, dude, goalies are getting lit up all
Yeah.
day long. And I mean, their pads are thicker for sure.
Yeah.
But like, you know that there are ones that hit them through the chest protector where they're like, oh, that motherfucker, he got me.
Yeah.
You know, or the ones that go off the neck guard, ones that go off the helmet. So I give it to goalies, dude.
Damn, I never really thought about that.
Suicide mission.
They're seriously getting lit up all day, you know. Unless your
Damn.
defense is good or they never get shots on you, you're the last defense.
Damn. Jesus. So
Damn.
tell us about how you got nicknamed the Joker.
All right, so I mean, it was the first year at UTSA where they had their inaugural team, and I mean, it wasn't my plan to show up or to try out for like maybe the second or third team, just because for one, I wanted to get my legs again. It had been a lot of time since I'd actually played competitively. I was rusty, whatever. Sure. Talk about it with a player one day, and he's like, why did you play? And I told him, yeah, man, for the most part, growing up, I started when I was 8. Around this time when I'm like 21 or 22. And he's like, well, man, we need guys. Just come to practice tonight and skate it out, see how you feel. So about an hour into practice, coach skates up to me and he's like, you're on the team. I was like,
we need guys. You know what you're doing.
What? He goes, yeah, you're going to come with us to Dallas tomorrow.
Oh,
and she's
damn.
like, we'll have a uniform for you. And I was
No
like,
pressure. Yeah.
in my head, I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I wasn't going to try it for like another 2 or 3 more seasons, but I guess I just tried out. So, I went home, told my parents about it, and they were like, are you being serious? I'm like, yes, I'm on the UTSA ice hockey team.
Road Runners, shout out.
They're like, okay. So, I mean, at the time I had green hair. Full head of green hair, I would charge it sometimes on good days, but for the most part I just kept it down, wore a bandana, whatever. Yeah. Well, everyone on the team had a nickname. Mine quickly or automatically became the Joker. And it was goofy because, whenever we would do the national anthem and all line up on the blue line facing the other team, come back when it's done, skate to the bench where all our helmets are. And we always knew which one mine was because the inside was stained green. And everyone else's, they had to like see which mouthpiece was theirs or like what is this my face mask, and they're just like, Joker, here's your shit, and they're just like fling me my helmet and I'm like, yeah, thanks guys. So I mean it was cool, it's what's funny about both of those things is when people would ask me growing up, what do you want to do when you get older? I was like, I'd like to have green hair. And I mean, I think playing college ice hockey would be cool. And I'm talking like I was a kid. Had no real reason to think or imagine I would do both of those things at the same time. But I did. I did, man. And I had a ton of fun. I mean, I will say the amount of hits that it awarded me on the ice because the other teams hated it, Dude, I can't tell you all the shit they would talk. And it's like, man, my hair's just green though, dog. Like, why is it bothering me?
Green hair, fucking fake.
Oh, dude, no, it pissed A&M off. A&M was so... They promised me, they're like, yo, dude, you're not going to finish this game. And I was like, well,
What?
Okay.
all right, guys. I was like,
Does hair really bother you that bad?
I was like, all right, like, just leave your vagina in your bag, the one you leave in the locker room when you come out on the ice, man. Promise me you're going to live up to that word, cornbread. And I mean, I would talk my shit too, but like, I won't deny it though, man. They hit me hard. So, I mean, I still won't give it, or would have traded it in. I mean, I racked up my fair share of penalty minutes, I racked up my fair share of goals and assists. So even though, I played, I guess I came on between 3/4 and halfway through the season. I think the numbers that I left while I was there, I'm happy with them. And then trying out for the second season, I wound up separating my shoulder.
Oh, shit.
One of the guys and I, we did a complete full press to the corner for the puck, and when we looked at each other, we both knew we weren't going to go for the puck. So like we just lowered our shoulders, and like Rams when they hit, like it was just shoulder to shoulder. But the thing is we were both going that fast, and he probably had about a good 20 or 30 pounds on me. So I was like, fuck this, I'm not going down. I knew I hit him hard. I put every ounce of my body into that hit. And I mean, like, I felt his body, you know, we both felt like we hit a concrete wall.
Yeah.
And something had to give, and it wound up being, I guess, just the way or the angle that I hit that my shoulder gave. I didn't know that happened. I just thought my neck or whatever, I had a stinger, so I went back to the bench, and I'm sitting there trying to lift my arm. I can't, biting my mouthpiece, and they're like, Joker, are you all right? And I'm like, no, dude, that shit hurt. I was like, I can't pick my arm up. I don't know what's wrong. I see the guy that I'm supposed to sub in for coming off. Yeah. So I grab my stick, and I get back on the ice. I played 2 more shifts like that.
Oh my
during
God.
tryouts because I was like, I'm not getting cut. And finally, when they realized that I couldn't lift my arm, they were like, dude, get off the ice. So I got my helmet off, my shoulder pads, everything off. And when I saw it, my arm, my shoulder,
hanging,
everything,
right?
yeah, it was just hanging. It dropped like that far.
Holy fuck.
And I was like, oh, God. So I walk out there dressed from the halfway down, skates on, everything still. And I point at it. And he's like, what are you asking me? And I go, what do I do? And he's like, go to the ER. And I was like, dude, if you're going to cut me, I'm putting my shit back on. I'm getting on the ice. And I'm finishing this trial. He's like, no, we're not letting you on the ice. And so, like, the girl I was dating at the time, she helped me untie my skates. I finished getting undressed. We packed my bag, rolled out. She's driving me to the ER, or actually to my parents' house, so my dad, he can, you know, get my change, shower, everything, cut up a shirt, whatever. My dad drops me off at the ER. We're all there. And it wasn't until I got there that's when it actually hit me that I wasn't going to get to play. I didn't even care about the pain at that moment. I was pissed that I wasn't going to get to play. But, so and then I wound up graduating that year. So, I mean, I guess if I go back to school, I'm still eligible to play.
Damn.
But I'm fucking 37 or 38 years old playing against with like 19-year-old kids and shit. Like, you know.
Show them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're all going to be, you know, like eating my lunch and shit because, like, I'm at the age.
All right, Grandpa, let's do this.
I'm at the age where you retire now. And so, like, oh, man.
We just call him Rocky.
It's like, you know.
Get on an alkaline diet. You can do it.
I mean, it just if I weigh at least 185, I mean, because I'm about 160 now. So if I, you know,
That'll
I guess
just get into their
bulk up a little
head.
bit.
gain to muscle, it's like, all right,
Just get into
fuck
their
you,
head,
kid.
man.
Fuck you, kid. I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking nail your ass.
It's a
I'm like
psychological
number 9.
game, man.
No, I'm just kidding. That's actually one thing is I never played like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I would hit, I would rough them up. I'd play aggressively the way the sport calls for it, but like to play dirty, it's never been my style.
Nah.
You know, I play with respect because, like, just fuck it, man. If you're faster than me, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, you're just straight up faster.
For sure.
Doesn't mean, though, that, like, if I get a good block on you or a good check, keep your head up, son. That's it.
I ain't trying to kill nobody. I don't kill no kiss.
Right.
Well, hell yeah. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, that's how I got it. My hair was green, you know.
Badass.
College ice
Badass,
hockey.
dude. Joker style. You should have just had like a deck of cards and just throw Jokers.
So it's
Joker
funny.
cards at him.
Okay. So I actually would carry, when I would find them, I would just put them in my wallet. And every time I'd go out to eat, I'd fold the tip. I'd always pay cash, and when they leave, I would fold the tip and put on the table, but put the card on top. So it looked flat. And just leave the table, you know, nice and clean, but only that. I was like, you motherfucker, like, you just give me a card until they pick it up. And like, no, there's your tip on the bottom. But like, I mean, yeah, I would carry them around.
Joke's on you, asshole.
Or like there were
Tip is go fuck yourself.
or like there were times when like I'd be telling someone something and like they're looking at me and I'm like, dude, look, I know my hair's fucking green, but I'm not joking right now. Actually, I need you to take me very seriously. And I'm like, and that's not a joke either.
Damn, that's crazy.
He must be joking.
So like, there were times where it was fun, it was cool, and there were other times where it's like, man, all right, I know no one's taking me seriously right now. But,
All because of green hair.
I mean, but like I'll say though, I always felt different when I had it. Like I felt, I don't say natural or normal, but I would forget that I had it until I saw my reflection in the mirror, or like saw it like walking in the window. I'm like, oh, that's right, I did that. And I'm like, I can't hide anywhere. It doesn't matter where I go. Like I can't fucking hide. Like I lean against a tree. Nope, doesn't match that green. But I mean, I had fun learning the process and all that. It's cool, you know, mohawks here and there. Always green though, maybe some blue. But I mean, I stuck with it from the time I knew when I was a kid. I wanted green hair. That's the only time I ever had it. It's just I knew I would give it up at some point.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I wonder like right now, would I enjoy it? Of course, fuck yeah, I would. But I mean, like at the same time, I don't know if it's just me and my life anymore.